Man, hey Burgie, man. What I was telling Jake is that we're gonna start doing like these little graphics about like what people are playing. You know what I'm saying? So if you playing anything, even if it is just you hopping on Madden every now and then or 2K every now and then, let me know. I'm gonna make a little graphic for it and everything.
Okay, cool.
Yep, man. But man, you know what? It actually worked out that we're doing it today because of everything that transpired within the past 2 days with the
Man.
Bucks. And,
Dog.
Dog, I was about to have a whole ass rant set up, but at least they won a game finally.
Yeah, man. So you know what? Hey, let's start. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Welcome back to Off the Clock Sports Podcast. The podcast. I mean, Jesus Christ. Welcome back to Off the Clock Sports Podcast. The podcast is the place where the game begins and ends. I'm your host, Young Deuces. With me, as always, I got my man Burgie Streetz.
What's going on, y'all?
Yep, and as always, I got my man Jake Xclusive.
What's happening, people?
Yeah, and man, we had a busy weekend trying to get together, man.
Man, that intro had like 3 different podcasts combined into one.
Man, listen here.
You've been working, dog.
I swear, man.
Been working,
man. What's up, man?
I'm excited because the studio's looking good. This potentially, most likely, is the last remote, like forced remote. Like I said, we still have that option available, but we're building the Off the Clock Sports Podcast set. You know what I'm saying? And now that we got things cleared out for the Geekset set, we can start really putting together that one. So you guys are going to see some new digs soon, man. I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah, man. As a guy who's seen a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, man, it's definitely coming together. Y'all gonna like what y'all see for sure.
Yeah. So speaking of coming together, so when we was planning on doing this at first, the Bucks had not won a game with Doc, and now we finally won one. And I kind of want to get how are we feeling so far with the Doc experience. So let's start with you, Burgie.
Okay, I'm gonna say right away the first game I noticed he switched it up a little bit. It looks like I noticed that Jackson is off the floor now. Y'all peeped that?
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He took away Jackson's minutes. I don't know if he happy about that, but he got his ass the fuck out of here. Like, nah, sit down. So he took away Jackson's minutes. I think under Doc Rivers, right now, let's be honest, I don't think our young boys is gonna see the floor that much.
Ooh,
I think it's because he's like, we got to see immediate changes, and I want to see what the depth is looking like. The Bucks, at first they were trying to move our young players along, which I like seeing, but I understand that right now he is probably feeling the heat from the owners. Like, we need instant results. Right. They want to feel good about this team going into the playoffs. So with that being said, we got to get our older players out there, the players who are veterans, get out there and see how long they can run, see how much gas they got in the tank. So a lot of people was like, oh, man, why is Ray Carter, Jay Crowder on the floor? Like, he's one of our vets, and he's going to be expected to show up big time as far as defense. So that's why he's out there right now. We're trying to see what he got in the gas tank. I like seeing the changes. It made me feel like he's coming in and he's trying shit. He's trying to see what's going to work. He's trying to see how people gel together as far as our veterans and shit like that.
Right.
I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. So far, I haven't really been in a place to panic this year for our teams, bro. Like, I don't feel how everybody else feels. Like, everybody's all scared and stuff. I don't get scared until the playoffs come and we down 3. You know what I'm saying? We got a team. We got a really good team, bro. I still feel like we can compete. Now, would I mind them making some moves in the off? You know what I'm saying? Before this trading thing is up, I would love to see the Bucks get out there and get active.
Yeah, same.
But so far, I feel good about Doc Rivers. I think he actually gives a fuck, which is good to see. You know what I'm saying? We need that. It seems like the players respect him right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, how they talk about him, and I'll just see how they look at him, like on the sidelines and the timeouts. They looking at him like everybody's attentive, nobody's looking away, chewing gum and shit. I will highly doubt that we see Giannis grab a clipboard while Doc Rivers. That shit will not happen. Doc ashy throat Rivers is not going. He get on Giannis' ass. He grab a clipboard.
Get on his heels.
Yeah. So I'm happy to see that, man. Like, they need that. They need that a strong figure in that position that's been there, that's got a ring. Like, you can't say nothing to him. He's not a new coach.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like Doc. A lot of people don't like the signing the Doc to the Bucks. But let's be honest, he's got there, bro. He did it.
He did it,
And he's been in fucked up situations with really good teams too. So I feel like he's trial and tested, man. So
yeah, and like you said, he's a strong figure. That was that's the that's the one thing that I noticed right off the rip is that like the difference between it is like he's a commanding figure.
Yeah,
so they listen to him and everything like that. Where AG was just, I mean, he was cool, but he was cool.
Y'all want to do this? Y'all want to hoop? Y'all feel like hooping today? Y'all niggas want to hoop?
We'll play y'all want to run. We'll play y'all want to run.
You feel like passing? You feel like passing today? No, nigga, you tell them niggas what to do, bro. You tell them what to do. Hey, y'all feel like scoring today? Nah, nigga, tell them what to do. Like, come on, bro.
What about you, Jake?
I would say I gave him kind of an asterisk for the first game because it was against Denver. So it's like that is a tough first game to go against. I mean, when you're going against the arguably still pound for pound the best team in the league, defending champs, all that, and they were fully healthy, everything like that. So it's like that game I wasn't so worried about. That second game though, you can't lose to fucking Portland, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care. That's like losing to a fucking high school team when you're like let's say that's like being the number one team in high school and losing to a fucking middle of the pack, no name ass high school that just came in for travel ball because the school is getting some money type shit. It's like it was unnecessary to watch, man. It was embarrassing just watching all the highlights and things like that. The team just didn't look like they were trying to figure things out on the fly, but it was like also, okay, you can figure things out on the fly, but also you're still better than the dudes against you. So like let's act like it. And then finally, you know, they woke up in the third game and finally got a dub. So I'm happy to see that. I'm still super indifferent on Doc. Unfortunately, his track record speaks for himself. He's going to have to prove me personally that he can go out there and do it with this team because we have no reason based on the roster to actually be, if not win the title, be in the finals. That's the expectation for me. That's the standard that he's coming into being set. And it's just, you know, go out there and do it. Coach these boys up to win a ship. You've won a ship before, and you can do it again with this team. So, yeah, that's my take on it.
So that poses the question that I wanted to ask y'all because, you know, he's coming in pretty much half season, and, you know, he's picking up. Now, granted, we wasn't in a bad position when he came in. So if Doc doesn't, like, I guess, is it finals or bust? Or, like, I guess, because, like, if he doesn't get us to the finals, is that a knock against him, or do we give him like? Is it more so like, okay, well, he did what he could with this year. Let's see where we can go next year. I guess where we're at.
I might give him a little leeway because of the situation of him taking over his team in the halfway mark, but he still has time to kind of make this team his team.
Yep. So
with that being said, I'm looking forward to the switch outs, different lineups. Also, if he throws his weight around and makes them make a move as far as trade. Yeah. I'm anxious to see that, but I'm not gonna say finals or bust.
Okay.
I feel like it would be asking a lot of a person who's taking over a job in a half,
right?
To put that on Doc. Now, as far as players, if we're talking players, I'm talking Giannis, Dame. I mean, Giannis, you threw your weight around. You damn near lit the fire for them to go get Dame.
Yeah,
you got him. Yeah. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't put that kind of weight on Doc's shoulders, but I will put it on Giannis and Dame. Y'all been begging to play with each other. Y'all got it. Let's get it.
All right.
Yeah, you know that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, now the big thing. Well, how y'all feel about Doc being named the East All-Star coach?
Dirty dog.
Yo,
dirty
that's
dog.
So grimy, dog.
He dirty, bro. He's so dirty, bro. And then he like, yeah, I'm gonna give the ring and the money to AG. Of course you are, motherfucker. You dirty ass nigga. You stole his job. Like, yeah, you
bro, when I saw that, I was rolling. I'm like, dog. Like, obviously, it's a standard that the number one seeds from the East and West, those teams are the head coaches. But it's like, it's just how the season has played out for the Bucks with everything. It's just hilarious to be like.
But like, I feel like you don't. I get it that AG is out of a job, but I feel like his cachet for like, okay, you did it, so at least you get this is the last coaching job that you get to do.
Yeah. like, nah, they like nah. You got your shirt fired off. You can't. You gotta bask in shame for a little bit. Dog.
He said, turn in your badge. Turn in your badge.
The code at the NBA doors changed for sure.
Mm-mm.
He can't even go to All-Star Weekend. He can't go to All-Star Weekend. Not gonna have to cash app him. He got to cash app him.
Hey, the coaches pulled a Mean Girls and shit. Talking about, you can say this.
For life, he gonna have to sell that money and shave it. Here go my Zelle, dog. Send that through.
Oh my god, man! But nah, man, it's understanding. It's just funny how the whole thing played out. It's just too funny. Like him having the Doc. All of a sudden, he's had a job for 3 games, and now he gets to coach the All-Star game.
For real, Doc was like,
got him.
The funny shit about this is that he probably knew all this shit all along. He already.
Oh yeah.
He was an insider, bro. He was an insider, and then he kind of just finagled his way into
Doc a dirty man. Yeah, dirty dog, man. Dirty dog.
You think the other coaches hating on him?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a couple coaches like dog who coach in Boston. Like, really? Seriously? Just got here 3 games, coaching the All-Star game.
Just 3 games, really?
Really? All right. Fuck it. Cool.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's an All-Star game, so he ain't got to really do nothing but just show up. If he wasn't giving AG the check, then that means that he literally 3 games show up, get the little ring, get the little.
Yeah. Crazy part of this, Doc was probably gonna go anyway because he had the ESPN job. He probably was gonna be there anyway. So Doc probably was like, shit, I already had the flight. I already had the flight booked,
bro. And also, crazy thing is that, bro, this is going to go on his record as an all-star coach.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones that are they gonna give him an asterisk or not? Because it's like, bro, now he's how many times or whatever he coaches. Like, bro, you can add that to your resume. I could just imagine like whoever he just beat, like whoever was like he was tied with at first, and now he just beat with that. I know that group chat is hilarious right now. like
motherfucker.
Like, you know, I got one up on you. Like, nigga, that don't count. That don't count at all.
Right. He definitely finna be like his Hall of Fame resume finna be like not 8 or 4-time All-Star game head coach and shit, and they gonna have to put an asterisk next to it. Like, nah, bro, hold on a minute.
That's just a wild.
Also, they would have had to put an asterisk to it because he wasn't the fucking coach last year. Bud was, so like that technically wasn't his anyway.
Bro, that's a wild come up, dog. Like,
yeah, super crazy.
Super crazy. So, you know, even though this is our one of our rivals, you know, we never want to see any player go down. Joel Embiid suffers a lateral meniscus injury to the left knee, and it came out today that, you know, he's considering surgery on it. So, man,
he might be down. He might be down for the season.
Yeah, man, trash for, you know what I'm saying. Sorry to hear that about Embiid, and yeah, I know that sucks for Philly, but man, like, do you think Philly has enough to still put forth anything?
It's over with, bro. It's over with, dog. It's over with.
Hey, look, pack it up.
Pack it up for sure. He's done. The Dunzo. Embiid. If Embiid misses half of the rest of the season, they're done for.
Yeah.
They gonna turn into the fucking Pistons with the roster that they got. It's literally Embiid, Maxey, and Harris, and that's it.
Right.
You can pack it up. They are finished.
Dunzo for sure.
But I mean, you know, we've seen wilder things happen. We've seen wilder things happen.
Somebody's gonna have to step up. That's the main thing. Somebody's gonna have to step up and go crazy. You're gonna have to have
Maxey been having a really good season on low too, though.
Yes.
A lot of people Pete.
He just got to take it to another level. He has to take it to that moment where, you know how like certain players, after like they have a moment where it thrusts them into a superstar.
Yeah.
Like Maxey is a star, but you know he's not superstar. It's not Maxey in the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah.
So like this is
behind Embiid.
Definitely.
This would be the moment he could change shit up.
Yeah, where it can be now it's a 1-2. It's either Embiid or Maxey and stuff like that. So like he would have to step that up. But I mean, and then to me, I like we always talk about the underdog story. So you know, even though like I said that is a rival of ours, to see if Maxey can step up and if he does it and then he goes crazy, that would be an amazing thing to see. I ain't gonna hold you.
So it's not even for that. For me, I expect his numbers to increase, especially offensively. But it's like, is it going to lead to wins? His numbers going crazy, and him stepping up as a player doesn't matter if he's not, getting the wins.
Well, yeah. When I say step it up, I mean that. Like, are you going to be able to be the takeover, the one that is going to night after night, Maxey is putting that game away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like I said, we've seen moments of of that from him. He just got to be able to do it consistently now. Where it's like, dang, Maxey is a problem.
They get to see what he's made of with Embiid off the floor.
Yep.
Let's see if he can run. Let's see if he can run the team. Because I'm honestly, after Embiid go down, he the next one up.
Right. So
Yeah, and it's not even close. He's easily the number one option after that. I mean, Harris is gonna have to step his game up too. But I mean, he's one of them veteran guys now, like that you would kind of expect to do what he normally has been pretty much his whole career. He's I don't know if he really has a peak of like improvement. He's kind of what he is now.
Exactly.
Yep.
Even though he did go crazy that one game a couple weeks ago, I think it was like a week or two ago, where he had like damn near 40.
Yeah.
Like bro, where did that come from?
Right.
He's feeling it that day.
Hey, some days you just can't miss.
And then somebody from the bench gonna have to show something. Like this is that moment now for like a lot of people to kind of just like, all right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what type of different plays that we can run, because now the ball's not going through Embiid. So it's like now you get to play with some other some different plays and different styles, and you might actually find something. So
exactly, yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Another big thing that happened over the past, I want to say like 2 weeks, man. So Halliburton got upset and talked about the 65 game rule being stupid, right? And so Stephen A. Responded, and that was one of the rare times that I agreed 100% with Stephen A. Because what I'm saying, he was like, yo, this is a job, and he was like, I get it if it is something that is the team owner is making you do it. He's obviously, as a star, you can still request it, but I understand because you're doing your role, you're playing your job.
Yeah.
And he was saying, when you just choose not to play because of, you just want to rest or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And he said, and it's not even a back-to-back game situation where you want to rest. You're just choosing not to because of the caliber of the game or whatnot. He said, you get paid. He was like, I get paid a regular salary. You get paid a salary. And when I still got to show up and play no matter what. I still got to.
True.
So I want to get y'all, how do you guys feel about Halliburton, about the 65 game rule and about Stephen A's response?
First off, I think the 65 game rule, I like it a lot because I know I've been seeing a lot of things as far as like NBA players complaining like with the awards and things like that. And like guys like Embiid, if they don't hit 65 games, that they're not going to qualify for awards. That's not what the 65 game rule was about. It was about simple fact of like the Lakers come to Milwaukee, LeBron chooses not to play. It's like, bro, people have that game circled on their calendar for LeBron to come to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And it's like, granted, everybody, there's a lot of games, especially in the NBA, the way that it is, but it's like, you're missing out on, you're pissing off fans, right? Like, not even regular fans, like fans that just know who LeBron is and like, okay, LeBron's coming to town, let's go see him play. Right. And all of a sudden he's not playing. That's going to kill, especially a young fan. Like, that's going to take a young fan away from watching a game. Yeah. It's like, that shit will stick to them. And it's
$3,000 for a ticket. And then
exactly. It's like
the player
that, and I like I said, I understand injuries and things like that. Like, you know what? Yeah. If a guy plays 64 games and he missed some because he was hurt and he literally couldn't play, I understand the bitch there. But it's like you were just saying with like Halliburton, where you're just choosing not to play. Mm-hmm. Or like that is just, no, you absolutely should be penalized for that, for any sort of award. I mean, that's just how it goes. I mean, it's almost common sense. I understand that, like I said, I can understand both points, but I'm also in the fact that the NBA season is what, 5 months, 6 months, maybe. It's like, we out here working full-time jobs. Like, bro, y'all are...
Right. And then
it's like...
Look at it this way. Like, I look at it like PTO. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you get time that you can just take off just for whatever.
Yeah.
But you know that if you're going to run out of PTO at some point, and then you're not going to be able to get paid for that. Or you know that if you're sick, you got amount of sick days and everything. So it's like, I get it. This is a unconventional job. It's an NBA player. But you still have a job. There's still people paying good money to see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you can take off if you want to. That's A-okay. But you're not going to be eligible for this award. Like, there's going to be consequences if you just keep on choosing to take off just because you want to.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I feel like let's keep it a beat, man. I fuck with Tyrese
Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yes. Yeah.
I fuck with him. But bro, you just got here. Calm down. Let's pipe down a little bit. You just got here, bro. Let's get you comfy. You know what I'm saying? As a star in the NBA, because let's be clear, you're not a superstar yet. As a star in the NBA, let's get you comfy. I don't know if people is buying tickets just yet because Tyrese is going to be on the floor. I don't think nobody. I'm not hating. because he cold. I fuck with Tyrese Halliburton, but yeah, bro. Like I understand. I agree with Stephen A. Like nah. There's been many a times where I paid for tickets for Bucks tickets. Like when the Bucks wasn't too hot. When I was literally going to games, sometimes thinking like, oh, let me go see so and so bust our ass today.
Exactly.
Like, I paid for tickets and then came to find out the star player of the other team wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple times where, rest in peace. Like, but he was injured. But Kobe, you know what I'm saying? The Lakers played the Bucks and Kobe was here. He just wasn't suited up. He was sitting on the sideline. He's fucking injured. I understand that. But imagine, you know what I'm saying, you pay for tickets, like again, like I said, you pay $5,000 or $500 for a ticket, a real good ticket because you want to be able to see the player who you really fuck with and shit.
Exactly.
You get there and they like, oh, so-and-so is out for a jammed pinky toe. Like, nigga, are you fucking serious?
No, they don't even be that. Just be like, it'd be a rest. It'd be
healthy scratches.
Right.
Like,
and then you see them on the fucking on the sidelines doing the gritty and shit. Like, bro, you could have been here.
In the game.
You out here grittying, but you can't play because your hamstring. Like, bro, if you don't go somewhere.
Or in the club that night and shit. Like, come on, bro. Seriously,
Yeah.
Like, you here, but you couldn't play tonight. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I understand it though. Like, I get it though, but I feel like they doing that because they want to keep the incentives. They want to let you know, hey, we know what y'all niggas be doing.
Yeah.
Play.
I think honestly I think pro sports in general should, barring injury, should mandatory that players have to play on road games. Because you don't go to those teams that often. Like, you don't go to those places that often. It's like, and people are paying money, especially for the big name stars like LeBron, AD, those guys like that. They're paying money specifically. I know for a fact that a couple years ago when the Lakers were supposed to come here and LeBron wasn't playing for a healthy scratch, I literally talked to probably about 15, 20 people that said they were really geeked about going and decided not to go once they found out LeBron wasn't playing.
Bro, imagine LeBron being your favorite player and you in a city where the team only plays them once a year. And then when you get there and he's not there, like, dog, it's cool.
And that's what it was. It was like once, I think they only played the Lakers like 3 times that year, and two of them were in LA.
Yep.
But
so it's like,
but to be devil's advocate, LeBron is up there, bro, like an age. Like Bones.
Yeah, he might not be the best.
Bones do be cracking and popping. He might not be feeling it.
He might not be the best example, but like the young cats.
There's restrictions. You could give give him 15 minutes, give him 5 minutes in the second, 10 minutes in the third. You know what I'm saying? You could, if you know you want to go play, hey man, just cut my minutes in half. Today.
Right. Just pull out the highlights, you know what I'm saying? Do your awkward hezzy step.
A couple moves here and there.
Yeah, to use a wrestling analogy that'll work out perfectly. It's like wrestling, for instance, like when Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, you didn't come out to see him wrestle a 20-minute match. You came out to see the glass shatter, hear the fucking song, him come down the ring and stunner somebody and leave. That's all you fucking needed. Like, LeBron, come in, play a couple minutes here or there. You know, if you're healthy enough, come in, play a couple minutes, get a dunk in or two, score 10 points to get your streak that you got going on of scoring 10 in a game or whatever, and then sit your ass on the bench the rest of the game. People paid their money to see your name called. They cheered for you because they fuck with you, but you ain't got to play the whole game. So,
record breaking, you know what I'm saying? Russell Westbrook becomes the 25th player in NBA history to score 25,000 points. I wanted to highlight that, man, because, Brody get a lot of flack, man, but he be doing his thing every now and then, man. You know what I'm saying?
do, man.
Yeah,
he do.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to Russ. Congratulations to Russ, man. It's been a tough road. These last couple years been real tough on Brody, man.
Yeah.
Taking like a G, man. So I commend him on that. He been taking it like a G.
All my life he has, bro.
He ain't let it break him, man. He ain't let it break him, so that's good.
You can still see him dancing on the sideline, doing his thing, man.
Yeah. He ain't tripping.
Yeah, I think he's the one example of a guy that literally could humble himself and understand it. That okay, this is a business, and I'm gonna play ball. I'm gonna play ball my way as long as it's controlled. Like, they still let him go out there and do his thing, and at the end of the day, he still is a very underrated. I mean, that's the thing. Like, everybody make up like all the triple doubles and stat pad and all this, and like he was still out there getting assists. Like, that's part of the period of the triple double that he was getting. So he was being a team player.
I was gonna say, like I said, if to keep it a bean, if if people stat padded like that, it was still highly interesting because Russell Westbrook, he an Energizer bunny. So when he was going, he was all over the place. He was playing like you play on NBA 2K. You know how you play with your my player and you doing everything.
Facts.
That's how Westbrook was playing.
Right. Facts.
Yeah. So but shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying, doing this thing over there.
Yeah, man. That number is going to be, I feel like that number is going to be hit a lot over the next 5-10 years because there's going to be especially a lot of the way the guys are coming in still young the way they are and scoring right away. That number is going to be approached by a lot of people, I feel like, coming up.
Yeah. Man, records are getting demolished way earlier than normal, bro. Records are being out, but we talked about that. That's just the way that the game is playing. It's high scoring, it's less defense, it's so many, so it is what it is. Last thing on the NBA though, I wanted to talk about it because we've been seeing inklings of it with LeBron, but the clock, is it ticking on Darvin Ham?
I know. I follow Streetz on Twitter specifically for the Darvin Ham slander. It's the funniest shit ever.
Let's be clear, man. I fuck with Darvin Ham. I want Darvin Ham to come back home. Right.
Yeah.
I want him to come home. He should have never left the Bucks. But I get it. It's about to level up. He got the job. He got more money. I love to see, people who come from our program and out of our shit. I love to see him win. But I have a picture of LeBron giving Darvin Ham the death stare.
Yeah, he was just.
I don't know if my boy gonna make it past All-Star Weekend, bro. I don't even know if he gonna make it, dog. LeBron got that look in his eye, dog. I don't know if Darvin Ham knew or nobody let him know. Hey, bro, LeBron was looking at you kind of crazy during the game, dog.
Hey, LeBron he wanted to foul on him, bro.
LeBron had that look in his eye, bro. We seen that look before, dog. He had that, I'm finna fire the fuck out of you look, bro. He was like, nigga, you are getting carried.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the stigma with LeBron, though. I mean, there's no player and no coach that's safe around him.
Bro, when he's done, he's fucking done. Seriously. When he done, bro, when he done with a coach, he gonna get you the fuck fired. He gonna do a press conference I love him to death, man. I don't know what happened, It's a business. He gonna do the jargon. You know what I'm saying? He gonna say all the right things. But that picture that I have, that look, that nigga don't fuck with Darvin Ham, bro. He don't. I want to hear nothing else, bro. But the clock is definitely ticking. The clock been ticking since the beginning of the season.
Oh yeah.
Because of last year, you know what I'm saying? LeBron, they feel like they had the team they needed. They feel like they should have went further. You know what I'm saying? So the clock has been ticking for Darvin Ham, bro. Unfortunately, when we're coaching a big team with championship aspirations, and they're, you know what I'm saying? This is what they own. This is what they need. Anything short ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think Darvin Ham, man. Hate to say it, man. This might be the last season as a Laker coach, man.
So every other sports program, they put their 2 cents in on this. So I want to get our 2 cents on it. What do you think LeBron meant with the hourglass emojis?
Oh, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
But on what? Is it the clock on him? Is it on LA? Is it on LA?
No,
LA.
Is Bronny in the league?
Not yet.
Okay, the clock is ticking on LA.
Yeah,
we know that's another thing. We know how Brian get down, bro. Look, you gonna either do what I say, or I'm getting the fuck out of here. So the clock is ticking on that too. The clock is ticking on LeBron wearing the Lakers jersey too. He tired of AD shit. He tired of Darvin Ham. Everything. This has not been the LA trip that he thought it was gonna be. This shit was not supposed to go this way. He expected this shit. He expected to make his movies, win some championships. He thought this shit was gonna be smooth sailing. This shit is not going how he thought it was gonna go. So with that being said, yeah, bro, him too. So either I got to play it like this: Darvin Ham gonna get fired. If they don't make no moves, LeBron gonna demand a trade.
I've been seeing rumors of that too.
He didn't sign. He didn't re-up either though. I think they only got him for 2 seasons. I think this season and next season.
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna fuck around. They gonna fuck around and trade him anyway, though.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about Bron is that Bron can go anywhere he wants as long as he asks for it. The Lakers in their right mind ain't gonna just trade him, but if he asks for it, he can go anywhere. He can throw out some random ass team send me to the Bobcats or some shit know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting to see what's going on with that and everything.
So let's guess. Everybody guess a team that LeBron will go to after the Lakers. I'll go last.
I'll go last. Oh. He's either going one of two places.
What you got, Jake?
He's either going back to Miami or back to Cleveland.
That's what you got. So I was thinking that as well. However, who got first round draft pick this year? Do we know? Not yet.
I don't know, but it's the projections for the draft is out.
Detroit and San Antonio, I think, are the 1 and 2 right now projected.
But the projections for the draft is out, and Bronny is looking to go undrafted this year.
Yeah. Bro, he's not that. Like he ain't that.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the only reason is I'm like somebody would do the play just to get that last.
They will. Somebody's going to draft Bronny because they get LeBron for at least a year or two, and unfortunately, it's going to backfire because LeBron is only going to play like 50 games. Like it's not.
He gonna play 5 games. Like, all right, y'all, go looking.
All right, well, listen here. I'm gonna be the fanboy, and I'm gonna say somehow, some way, he's gonna pull it off, and him and Curry gonna team up.
That's not about right. That's not about right.
Yeah. What you got, Streets? I feel like you already had this loaded.
I'm saying
He
Miami,
did.
bro. I'm saying Miami.
Miami?
I'm saying Miami. He gonna go somewhere that's been close enough, but ain't got a cigar yet. He gonna go somewhere like a Miami or a Boston, bro.
I would hate Boston.
I don't see him going to Boston.
He gonna go somewhere like a Miami or a Boston, bro.
I see him go.
And that's not a bad, bro. That's not a bad trade for
He gonna go
for
somewhere.
Los Angeles.
He gonna go somewhere where they've been just close enough to where he could take them over the top.
Bro, and think about that, like, okay, because like Jimmy gonna stay no matter what. They're gonna keep Jimmy, right? So most likely it'll be like, all right, we want Bam, and then probably a few picks, and y'all get LeBron, and that's not a bad trade for.
It's gonna be like Bam, Hero, and somebody else are all going to LA,
and that's not bad for LA at all.
But that thing will be if Miami want to do that.
Yeah, if they want to
like
do it.
That's another thing too. Like if I'm Miami, I'm not that thirsty.
Well, but
I'm not that thirsty.
But how much they love LeBron in Miami though? Because
if
might
you wait,
change his legacy.
If you wait, you might be able to get him for just a regular fucking free agent signing because he not re-signing with the Lakers, bro. He only had a 2 season, I believe.
Dog, I would hate that so much, dog.
He's not signing
Jimmy
back.
Bam and Bron, dog. I would hate Tyler Hero. Oh, I would hate that so much.
He's not signing back with the Lakers. That's another thing.
I would hate that so much.
Can you look up and see if his contract and how many seasons it is? I know for a fact. I think he only did a 2 season, and that was last. That was the year before last, I think.
I know he was doing 1-and-1s forever.
Yeah.
Like he was doing the 1 in and then the opt out one forever.
Yeah, so I would hate that so much. I ain't even gonna hold you.
So you damn near, if you wait long enough, you fuck around, they can just sign them straight up.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, the 2023-24 season. The deal will keep LeBron through the 2024-25 season. So after next season, it's over.
He up.
Yeah, he's up.
He not signing back with the Lakers, dog.
He definitely not. Nah, he's not. That's a dumb one. All right. Well,
unless the Lakers use this draft, and sign Bronny.
They gonna have to put out a blanket. They gonna have to put out a blanket statement like, look, hey, because here's the thing, because they don't got no draft picks to trade for Bronny. Like, how would they get Bronny? They would have to put out something to the rest of the owners.
I'm sure they got some picks.
It would have to be some fucking. It'd have to be some behind the scenes nonsense to all the other leagues. That hey, don't draft Bronny, bro. Don't draft him.
I thought when Bron got there, he got rid of all their picks to get the team that he got now.
He damn near does.
I'm sure they got some somewhere, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Because ain't nobody getting rid of like 5th round picks and shit like that. Like, I'm sure they got some.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Okay.
No, there's not 5th round picks. There's only 2 rounds.
When they get deep into like, you can do a sign though. Like, can't you just sign motherfuckers?
Yeah, at the end of the draft, you can sign them. You can sign undrafted players right away, and there's compensatory picks and stuff like that too.
Yeah, he not getting drafted, bro. Like ain't nobody going.
Oh yeah, nobody. I'm just saying they would have to make the deal with whoever gets him.
Yeah.
All right, well shit, man. Let's jump over to the NFL, man. The big game's here.
The big game.
The big game is here, and so let's talk about it.
Super Bowl predictions. First, who y'all got?
Pains me to say it, bro. I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going Kansas City too.
You giving me Patrick Mahomes versus Brock Purdy in a 1 game win all? I'm taking Mahomes every time. Unfortunately, that's
Niners. Let's go, Niners.
Niners.
Let's get it, Niners. I'm going with the Niners, man.
And you know, it's funny, and it's not because of the quarterbacks. It's because Kansas City's defense is so much better than San Francisco's.
Yeah.
San Francisco has more names, but Kansas City as a team has been a top 5 defense all season.
Even with that being said, my thing is that Kansas City, they've been having these games have been way too close to me. For a Kansas City, this is actually the worst team that Patrick Mahomes has taken into the Super Bowl.
I don't argue that.
And it shows. And I really feel like a lot of these games have been very close. They've been getting really fucking lucky. They've been getting them Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback calls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they fuck around and let them really fucking play, hey, they not gonna be able. If the San Fran go up in the first half, I'm calling it now. If San Fran go up in the first half, Kansas City is not winning. Ain't gonna be none of them storybook fucking endings where Patrick Mahomes figure it out in the second. None of that, bro. If they go up, they're gonna finish their ass off.
Yeah, counterpoint to what you said though, you were saying how this is Kansas City's worst offense. This is easily their best defense though.
True.
I mean, and I think honestly this has the potential to be not close. Depending on how San Fran comes out, man, because it's like Kansas City has proven this entire playoff run. I mean, they played Miami, who was a top 5 offense, and then they played Baltimore and Buffalo, which all had top 10 offenses. I think Miami what was it? Baltimore had the number 1 rushing offense, and they literally shut the entire run game down and made Baltimore pass the ball basically the entire game.
That's nothing. Too. It was times like we see a lot of the times in that Baltimore game where it was like Lamar was trying to prove that he could throw the ball.
Exactly. They got into Kansas. They got into Kansas City got into their head.
I can't give Kansas City all of that because it was times like they show instant replays. There was times where Lamar had the lane to run. He still decided to throw the goddamn ball. I can't officially give that all to Kansas City. Don't get me wrong, Kansas City is a very good fucking team. Their defense is really fucking good. But my thing is they not playing no scrubs either. San Francisco ain't no bitches out there. Like they playing a team that's worthy that can go defense for them.
Oh, I know for sure.
Super Bowl, so I think we got to get everybody a couple notches up. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm saying like this is this team, everybody's gonna play up. That's what I think. That's what I would like to see happen. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if they get nervous underneath the lights. I just feel like San Francisco, this might be the year for them. This is the year. Okay. And if they don't get it done this year, it might be sad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just really feel like watching the run that Kansas City has been on this year. This is easily like one of the most shaky teams that I feel like Patrick Mahomes have came into the situation with.
I kind of respectfully disagree because I think Kansas City's offense is starting to wake up at a right time. The playoffs come around and their offense for some reason has just decided to wake up. Granted, they're not scoring 30-something points a game, but it's like they haven't had to. When their defense is only giving up 10 and 7 or whatever it is. Like granted against the Bills, that was a back and forth game because that's just how that game ended up going. Yeah. But the offense also was playing very well against Buffalo's defense all game too. So it's like they're winning when they're supposed to, and I just think collectively Kansas City's got it. Unfortunately, like I just
you think Buffalo's a better team than the 49ers?
No, I think San Francisco is the second best team in the league. I also think San Francisco has had a rocky ass road to get into the Super Bowl. They barely beat us. They barely beat Detroit. They should have lost to both. They should have lost to both of us, low key.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I'm not taking that away from them for making it.
Have we seen like a really assuring win out of Kansas City during this whole time?
I'd say they dominated Baltimore from the jump. I mean, they dominated Miami from the jump. I mean, granted, the weather had a lot to do with that game, but it's like
that game.
But at the end of the day, they still played ball. I mean, True. you can't knock Kansas City for the conditions that they had to play in. They just had to play in what they played in. I mean, that's just what it came down to.
I'm not knocking them. I just really feel like I'm not in any other time. I'm more so like, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying like I'm ready to bet against Pat Mahomes because he damn near got the Tom Brady on him. Like anytime you bet against these fools, you know you gonna have a hard time sleeping at night. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is that I do. If I'm a betting person anyway, I bet on a lot of fucking shit. So this game, I feel alright about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Am I gonna be kind of shaky? Like, damn, I bet against the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feel away, but I like the odds, bro. Because of what I've seen so far. I really ain't seen something that's assuring like, they finna fuck him up. And it's not Pat Mahomes. I feel like it's the pieces around him.
Yeah, I mean that's I would say that like the entire team though has really stepped their game up lately. I mean, MVS turned into playoff MVS again, which I fucking hate because I don't like MVS. But it's also like he made back-to-back weeks some of the clutchest catches you need to make, including the game-sealing one against Baltimore to knock Baltimore out. I mean, granted he was wide open, but it's still like you got to come down with that catch. And I've seen him drop that shit before in a Packer uniform, so it's like.
So then my question to you, and then it's great that you guys are split on it because then we can get both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So Jake, what does Kansas City need to do to secure this win?
I mean, they gotta get Brock Purdy uncomfortable. That's the only thing that they really can do. I think the offense can score on San Fran's defense. I think Mahomes needs to protect the football. They need to basically play mistake free. I mean, turnovers I feel like are definitely gonna dictate the game because that's how they usually go, especially in the Super Bowl. But I think if they take advantage of what Green Bay and Detroit did not, which was make Purdy make the mistakes that he hasn't made yet, they have a chance to I think not only just win, I think win by at least a touchdown or more.
Okay, all right, Burgie. What does 49ers have to do to win?
Pressure on Pat Mahomes. Don't let Kelsey be all cute, blowing kisses to Taylor and shit like that. Pressure on Pat, pressure on Kelsey, and make them beat them with those receivers that's been dropping balls all fucking season. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the biggest platform here. I dare them to make these other wide receivers become stars. Rice, MVS, make them depend on them.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. Pressure on Kelsey, pressure on Pat. Make them have to throw that motherfucker. And of course, the running game too. They got to be careful with the running game because what's his name? I fucking say his name. Did they run all fucking crazy? He run hard.
Oh, Pacheco.
They got to watch him, bro. But the 49ers are usually good on the run, so I feel like I don't got too much to say about that. They usually do pretty good on the run. But Kelsey and Pat Mahomes, of course, I mean, it might sound like, of course, but at the same time, nah, y'all gotta have to beat us in other areas. We're not gonna let Kelsey be who he always fucking is. You can't let Kelsey get down the fucking field, jumping up in the air, catching balls like Randy Moss. You can't let that shit happen. You can't let Pat Mahomes be side throwing fucking trick Harlem Globetrotter ass QB plays. You can't let that shit happen. Like, nah, you gotta apply pressure, and then hopefully they let him play. When he get the ball almost out, knock his ass down every time. I'm one of those kind of football players. I love contact. Hit him, let them play. Hit him, let him know anytime that motherfucker a second longer, we gonna knock you the fuck down. That's how they gonna get it, bro. That's how they gonna get it. So they apply that pressure. They make him feel every time he hike that ball. Let him see people coming at him. Let him see people jumping in the air when he throw that motherfucker. That's gonna make him think twice about shit. So I say the pressure on Pat Mahomes, pressure on Kelsey. You got to beat us with these receivers, these other receivers, your other options. Let's see what y'all made of. Yeah,
there's two matchups I'm looking forward to watching. I'm going to be watching them pretty close, and it's Charvarius Ward, the All-Pro corner for the 49ers against Rashee Rice. Yeah. To see the All-Pro go against a guy who has arguably been one of the best receivers in the second half of the season, regardless of him being a rookie. I mean, if you just look at the way he's played, he looks like a top receiver, and he has all playoffs too. I mean, he's a fucking dog. Kelsey's obviously woke the fuck up too, which for all the people that shit on him for the social media and the commercials and all that shit, he's still arguably the greatest tight end of all time, and he's still fucking balling, and he's waking up when it's important to. I said arguably. I said arguably. He has the numbers to back up his argument, but there's the stats.
His numbers is there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but and then the other matchup
for him, man, he gonna have to go head up with, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then the other matchup is the right tackle, which I can't think of his name, for Kansas City against Nick Bosa, because that right tackle has the most penalties in like the last 25, 30 years in the NFL, whether it be false starts, holding penalties, or anything like that. Yeah. And he's making, like, I was talking to my homie who's a big Kansas City fan. He's like, I was telling him, I'm like, are y'all going to get rid of dude? Because, like, he fucking sucked. Like, he's penalized like 5 times a game, it feels like. And he was like, unfortunately, he signed like a 4-year deal like a year ago. So he's like, we got him locked up, and unfortunately.
You talking about number 74, Lucas Niang?
I think that's his name, the right tackle. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah, Lucas.
And Nick Bosa gonna have that boy on skates. Nick
Yeah.
Bosa. Nick Bosa gonna have him getting 4 more.
Jawan Taylor. Jawan Taylor's the guy I'm
Jawan
thinking
Taylor,
of.
okay.
Yes, that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Super Bowl
So
fucking with Bosa.
Right.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that this is going to be a high scoring or low scoring Super Bowl?
I think it's in the 20s. In the 20s.
20s. I'll say 20s. High
Like a 27-24, 27-21 type of game.
The defense is going definitely defense. So it's all about whoever has that second time of having the ball and they don't do nothing during the drive. That's going to be the team to lose.
Mhm.
All right, so
Because
now,
the defense is going to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So the most important question is: Taylor Swift going to swag surf during this game?
I don't care, bro.
Is she even gonna be there? That's the crazy part. I know, like that's like been the funny thing about the internet lately is like they're like trying to figure out if she actually can make it.
Is
She gonna be there, bro.
You think she's gonna drop her remix?
I don't care, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I'm so tired. I want her out of the way, bro. Like to be honest, I want her out of my NFL football experience.
That's so crazy. Like I'm unbothered by it. Like I don't care. I don't care whether she's a part of it or not. She's helped grow the game, unfortunately. So it's like she's been a positive.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm not saying like I care, but I feel like she's being forced on me. I don't.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't need it. Like watching Kansas City celebrate and win, and Patrick Mahomes talking, and they cut the fucking Taylor Swift. I don't care how she feels right
That's
now.
fair. That's fair.
So many times. They cut
That's
her
fair.
so many times.
That's fair.
They why you ain't showing the owner of the Chiefs right now? What is the owner saying? Is the owner crying? Is the owner happy? Like we just look at that fucking Taylor Swift looking crazy at that fucking Pat Mahomes. Like, bro, just show. Come on, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care, fam. I just do not care. At this point.
And it's I said it online. I was like, look, financially, I understand why. You know what I'm saying? They gave Taylor Swift the reason, like the okay to remix Swag Surf. Culturally, I do not want that.
It's not during Black History Month, bro. Like, come on. Like, come on.
Definitely.
Oh man. So yeah, man. All right, but I'm excited for the Super Bowl. I think it's gonna be a fire ass Super Bowl. I did want to come up with. I came up with a fun topic. So I was watching, some of the sports programs, and they was talking about America's teams, right? So America's teams right now. We lost Streetz.
I hope not. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Yep.
My bad.
Right now they classified. There's 3 American teams that they call like America's team.
Mm-hmm.
And they're respectively in 3 different sports. So in football, it's the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
In baseball, it's the Yankees.
Yep.
And then in basketball, it's the Lakers. Right now, obviously, saying teams don't be teaming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was asking like, because the question was, is the Chiefs now America's team? And they were saying that no. Cowboys is still it, even though the Cowboys haven't won since the 90s. Cowboys is still America's team. So now my question is, what is the criteria to be America's team?
Well,
Because
first
if
of
it ain't
all,
winning,
who are they asking that is just that makes the Cowboys still America's team? I think that's cap. I don't think nobody is saying right now the Dallas Cowboys is America's team. I doubt that.
They still financially one of the, if not the top.
They're number one. They're still number one.
So that's kind of
Now, if we talking money, okay. As far as fandom, let's be clear though. It's the Chiefs, bro. It's the Chiefs.
No, but even fandom, they're still number one. It's just as far as on-field success is what where people say that they're not America's team. Every other metric they technically are. I mean, they draw the highest ratings for their games. They're the number one profiting sports franchise in North America. Everything like that. But it's like, the on-field product does not justify.
Texas is a big ass state, bro. So of course, like you kind of.
So that's why I wanted us to break it down. What should the criteria be to be America's team?
I mean, I think if you're going to classify that, you have to factor in the on-field success.
Okay.
And if you're gonna factor that in, granted, our team hasn't won since 2010, but it's like the Packers have had just as much success to be, or have much as far as the NFL goes, to say to be America's team as the Cowboys do.
Maybe more.
I mean,
the Packers might
maybe more. I mean, because the Packers. Because let's be clear, the Cowboys. No, go ahead.
My bad. I'm sorry about that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Team that still make money year round. A lot of teams don't.
Yeah.
Lambeau never shuts down. Lambeau
No.
is always open.
No, and Dallas also doesn't have a 100-year waiting list to get season tickets. Like,
Facts.
or it's actually, I think it's like, I read something the other day. Actually, there was a trivia question I saw. Like, as of 2014, I thought it was like 1,000 years for a person to get season tickets to be number one in the season ticket holder list, some shit like that. It was crazy.
That's wild. Dog.
For a little ass town that ain't got nothing but a neighborhood and a football field. Like, that's all they fucking got.
Yep.
Like, but
So, all right.
I would justify to say that Green Bay has a say. I would say that, honestly, as far as the NFL goes, I mean, the Patriots had a say just because of their success, and I mean, everybody was they were profiting a lot. The Chiefs I think the recency bias or why people would think the Chiefs, but the Cowboys are one of the founding franchises as well too. So it's like,
do you have to have a dynasty run in order to be considered?
Dominance is a key to me.
I would say you have to have success as well to justify it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, how long when you're not successful does it become shaky now? So, in the case of the Cowboys, it's been since the '90s, right?
They should be in the conversation. They shouldn't even be in the conversation right now. To be 100, the Cowboys shouldn't even be in the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers have more of a chance to say it than the Cowboys do, and the 49ers ain't really won shit either. So it's like,
yeah,
but they have also been there.
Yeah,
they've come close.
They come close. So in accordance with also having some success, you got to at least be able to be in a conversation of getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when it comes down to the business, is there any financial business aspect that needs to be associated with it?
Oh, absolutely. You have to, because it is a business at the end of the day. So it's like you have to consider that, and the Cowboys do have that say.
One thing about Dallas, they're gonna make some goddamn money.
Yeah.
They're gonna make some money, bro.
They have a fucking overhead ass camera stanchion thing that's bigger than my fucking block. Like, so it's like, yeah, they gonna make some money for sure.
So we've spent a lot of time on Dallas, but like, okay, so let's talk Lakers. Like, is that solidified? Is that good? Is there any other team that could be considered?
No, because they stay relevant as far as granted they had a couple rough years with like the end of Kobe, and they haven't had the greatest success with LeBron, but it's like they're still in the conversation, and they have the most championships in NBA history besides Boston, right? Or did the Lakers have more, right?
Yeah,
the Lakers got more.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They got one more now.
That's right. That's what it is. That's right.
One.
They have one more, and they have more in-season tournament championships.
Ew. I'm just gonna
somebody had to say it, dog. Somebody had to say it.
Ew. Now, I'm going to say go to State.
Ooh.
I would say that's just more recency, though. I would say that.
Well, I mean, is it recent? Think about it. Like, what they got like a 10-year run, right?
Yeah.
Of being relevant. So again, then it comes down to that. How do you get your spot taken?
Just by becoming irrelevant.
Okay.
And let's be clear, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. The Lakers, they are the Lakers, but who you seeing really kind of like scared of the Lakers right now, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody is right now.
They looking real Tony Stark like the Iron Man outfit on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what he can do. You know what he got. He got the suit at the crib. Like, I got the suit at the crib, nigga. Niggas is like, hey, the suit at the crib.
Yeah. Definitely.
It ain't here.
You know where you at right now.
It's like, oh, you're just Bruce Wayne. You ain't Batman right now.
For real. The belt at the house. You ain't got the belt with you. The belt is at the house.
Right.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, man, that's how I see it, bro. But the Lakers are still Lakers. I don't want to make it seem like I'm disrespecting them or nothing like that. The Lakers are still the Lakers. But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, how soon do we start to kind of remove that all the 90s, 80s, and 2000s Kobe and Shaq and the bubble ring? Like, when do we kind of start to be like, all right, what y'all done did lately? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it's like those teams like the Lakers and Dallas are kind of ingrained in our minds to always be considered as a team that's always going to be talked about. And it's like until the media kind of stops fucking with them is when that's going to happen. And unfortunately, they're in two of the biggest media markets in the nation, so it's like that's also tough.
They always brought up.
Right, and then Jacob wanted to get your insight. Is the Yankees still considered America's team in baseball?
You unfortunately have to, but the Dodgers are creeping. The Dodgers are creeping because the Dodgers are playing different baseball, and they've had recent success too. So it's a little bit different. The Yankees haven't won a championship since 2009, but the Dodgers haven't won one since 2020, and that was during the COVID season, which was shortened. But they've also been consistently there for years, and the Dodgers have always been number 2 if they haven't been number 1. So. Yeah, they're getting close, but I still think the Yankees just because of the nostalgia of the Yankees, but it's getting close, low key.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like right now the only shaky America's team that we have right now is the Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So then the last fun topic that I want to have. So I'm thinking about if you were starting a brand and you can pick one player from the NBA, one player from the NFL, one wrestler, old or new, and then any alternative athlete from any other sport. Who are you picking as your signature players?
So we get to choose one player per sport.
Yep, one player per sport.
Okay.
So we can start. We can do it. Just start by league. So let's start NBA. Burgie, if you had to pick somebody in the NBA to be your franchise player right now, or your brand, who are you picking?
Of my brand?
Yep.
Of my brand, it would have to be what is my brand? First of all, I'm gonna say the player I would probably go with because I would probably do something funny with him. I'll probably say James Harden. I'll put James Harden as my player from the NBA. I team him up with Lil Baby and shit. We come out with a brand of honey buns and shit, the funny shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I say
that's
James
funny.
Harden. James Harden for my NBA player. For my NFL player, let me see, dog. I'm all about the people who like to have fun and talking shit. I go with Marshawn, bro. Marshawn will be my player, my NFL player, my boy Marshawn.
Does it have to be active or just NFL period? Because
he's an NFL period.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Or they might not like this. Can I do 2? I'll team up Marshawn and OJ. Crazy. We going for the gusto. OJ and Marshawn. We going.
What you gonna call it? Skittles? What you gonna call it? Skittles and orange juice?
We going to the moon. We going going crazy. Marshawn and OJ. I'm gonna start a podcast and everything.
All right. Now you got to get a wrestler.
And for wrestling, I'm going with Stone Cold.
Okay.
Stone Cold all day. Stone Cold. If we talking baseball, I'm going Derek Jeter.
Okay, because there was any other alternative sport in there.
Okay.
And the only reason I didn't have MLB as an actual category is just because I feel like I'm definitely not going to be able to pick anybody. So I feel like Jake can pick somebody in MLB, but I'm
going Derek Jeter because Derek Jeter is the motherfucking man.
Yep.
all day.
But
that's fair.
That last
And he a legendary sniper. I respect the scope. He a legendary sniper.
All right, Jake.
All right.
Let's get your brand. Who are you picking?
For the NBA, it's tough. I was trying to sit here and decide between Giannis or Jimmy Butler. And I think because both of them can be goofy as fuck, and you know they can. But I feel like I'm going to go Giannis because it gives me not only I'm thinking of the marketing. It not only gives me the North American, but it also gives me the Nigerian fans. So I'm taking that. So I'm going to go Giannis there. NFL. That's tough because it's like I'm trying to think of more like current players, and it's kind of tough because it's like a lot of the current guys are kind of like interesting. Like I don't want to touch Mahomes because he's got too much family drama that comes along with him. I don't want to take Kelsey because everybody else is taking him.
My active player in NFL would have been Joe Burrow.
Okay.
because he wear buffs.
Nope, I know who I'm taking. I know who my NFL guy is. I got it. I'm taking Lamar because Lamar, one, he's a hella athlete and he don't give a fuck what he say on Twitter. He'll call out anybody. He don't give a fuck. So I'm going Lamar. I'm going Lamar. Wrestling. Oof. No, you went Stone Cold. That's good. I'm going Roman Reigns. I'm going Roman Reigns.
You know what's
I'm
funny?
going with the ones.
My options was Stone Cold or Razor Ramon, bro.
Okay, Razor.
Really
Yeah.
hard, bro.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Razor
Yes.
Ramon, yeah, fam.
Yes.
Who's
And then
he's move.
yes. I love Razor. He was that dude. And then as far as my alternative, I'm going Shohei Ohtani. Because just like the Giannis factor, I get a goofy motherfucker who's probably the best at his sport, and I also get the Japan market. So I'm taking that as well. I'm thinking Mr. Worldwide with my brand, bro.
That's solid. That's solid. So
Good choice.
in the same sense of Burgie, like, 'cause I want to have somebody that can do some, say something interesting, something fun with it, and everything like that. And ooh, man, so damn, I'm thinking Jimmy as well, bro. Like, Jimmy was on mine just because, as much as like Jimmy, he's a big troll, and I know that like he's not gonna take anything too heavily serious, so we can have some fun in regards to that. And because of like, I just want somebody that can snap back with him and everything. I'm gonna go with a legend. I gotta get Prime. I'm bringing Prime on. You know what I'm saying? So Jimmy and Prime over there. If I am picking a wrestler again in that same sense of, I just want somebody that we can have some fun with and everything like that. I might go Shawn Michaels. Just because you know what I'm saying? Same thing. Put them three on the podcast. Shawn Michaels, Jimmy Butler, and Prime Time.
That's a wild ass show, bro.
That's a wild show.
That's a wild ass podcast.
Yeah.
That's a wild ass podcast. And then as far as the alternative, so again, in the sense of, trying to, make sure I'm having some legends and everything like that, and to bring some diversity in it, I'm thinking Serena Williams. You know what I'm saying? Because she can still have a little bit of goofy side, but I know that also I'm going to get that international crowd because Serena's international. So that's going to be my my brand right there. We're just going to put out some funny ass content, shit like that.
Dope.
I like it. Hell yeah, that's funny as hell. Yeah. I was actually thinking like, damn, I could go Shannon Sharp at Ocho, but they kind of got their own shit going already.
Yeah. But you know what? That's what I want to hear from y'all, man, in the comments, man. If you had to start a brand and you had to pick one NBA player, one NFL player, one wrestler, and then one alternative sports player, who are you picking on your brand? And then, for extra credit, tell us why. And then also, who do you consider America's team? Are you still considering the Cowboys, Yankees, and Lakers, or do you have somebody else in mind that you're thinking in regards to that? So, I would love to hear y'all comments and see what y'all got to say. But as always, man, this is the Off the Clock Sports Podcast, the podcast where the game begins and ends, and we are out.
Peace. Yes, sir.